Throw that thing on. It was looking like a damn rock on my, like a little Power Ranger.
A little gadget, you know?
Star Command.
Exactly.
Star Command.
A little Mighty Morphin Power Ranger thing.
What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be going over 5 fashion trends for 2023. Are we going to be wearing them? What are our thoughts? I say we get right into it.
Let's do it.
All right, so this list right here is an accumulation of some things that we've seen online, some a little bit of GQ, some YouTube videos. Let's review them right now. Number 1. We got 80s style silhouette dressing. You know this whole look that's going on right now? What are your thoughts?
You know what's crazy? Before we even get to the 80s, don't get it confused with the 90s, you know? I feel like the 80s, when I kind of see the 80s look, it almost feels like a costume.
Exactly.
You know?
It was more about silhouette dressing, shapes, different cuts, and 90s were really about brands.
Jerseys and
loudness,
just, you know. And we're talking about the opposite when it comes to the 80s style silhouette.
Exactly. So I would say the number one like prototype that we're talking about is something like a baggy pleated trousers. You got the tucked in top right there, and then maybe something that goes over your upper body, such as a dress shirt, a jacket, you know, and then usually maybe some dainty loafers, but this is kind of like that generic vision that I'm talking about.
Look, me personally, I really can't get down with this look, but I do respect and I do draw inspiration from certain parts of this look.
Okay,
I can't
like what?
Right off the bat, I love the look of crop tops.
Okay.
You know, not the actual crop top, but I was saying
I was gonna wait for the clarification, because if you want to do some freaky things on the side, go by all means.
I'm not showing my belly button anywhere anytime soon.
I know what you mean, more of like less length on the body area.
Yeah, exactly. Like one piece I really love is like a denim jacket or like a varsity jacket where it's not the standard length. It's not going to come down to like where your waist is. I love how it kind of sits right above the waistline. You can kind of see the bottom layer of my shirt. That's the look I'm going for when it comes to the 80s style.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I feel like for 2023, it doesn't have to be that like exact archetype of what I just said. It could be a little bit of a variation. You know what I mean? Like even Ruiji does a great job at it.
Just gonna
he
bring
does the tucked in pants, you know, and that is some form of being influenced by what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
You know?
And you mix that in well with some of the current trends right now.
It's a dope
And that's
look.
the look that I like. The full-on fledged 80s style silhouette. I can't get down with the Stranger Things crew and how they look. I almost feel like, you know, that show was popping off so much. I feel like the younger generation kind of gravitating towards that look.
Just naturally.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So for 2023, Tan, are you participating in the 80s style silhouette dressing?
Look at here, man. I appreciate the look. Me personally, I just can't get down with the full look just yet. What about you, though?
You know, I might do some form of it. Can't do the really tight, tank top tucked in.
Not yet. No, for sure.
Stomach not flat enough. You know what I mean?
I feel it. That'll help.
I'm gonna get there.
I feel like it's gonna be good with the mixing some modern trends and then of course the 80s trend, man.
All right, so next up for 2023, we got dainty jewelry.
Okay, yeah.
Seems like a lot of guys are very comfortable with the smaller, thinner, more fragile pieces when it comes to jewelry.
I mean, we kind of started out doing that unknowingly with like the thin chains.
Super baby chains.
A
lot of people used to be like, "What are those thin? That ain't jewelry, bro."
I'm not gonna lie. Exactly. I do get a lot of DMs about where we get those. So you never know. We might have to drop a little accessories line and introduce that. starting with us and kind of doing it with the thin baby chains. I feel like it's kind of gravitated towards like bracelets, watches, rings.
Exactly. At the end of the day, these are things that are supposed to be accessories. And when it came to watches, I was huge into watches. Obviously, the go-to size for a lot of guys is that 40 millimeter. That 40, 39.
40 to 41.
Throw that thing on. It was looking like a damn rock on my, like a little Power Ranger.
A little gadget, you know?
Star Command.
Exactly.
Star Command.
A little Mighty Morphin Power Ranger thing.
Exactly. So I just kept dabbling with smaller and smaller sizes.
Yeah.
Went down to like a 37, then a 36, and now we're literally at 33 millimeters for watches that I rock right here.
Which is really not insane. If you look at that, the one thing I want to bring up, the reason why I feel like we're trying to figure out that dainty jewelry look is because proportions are important.
It's not about the actual piece sometimes. It's like really about how it looks on your body
frame. Look at here. When it comes to jewelry and just big, expensive watches, athletes that are way above average when it comes to height, weight, and everything like that, their specs are totally different. So they're going to get the normal 41.
Bro,
but I'm thinking the normal is going to be a little more.
LeBron rocking a 40 literally makes what we make a 33 millimeter watch look like, and that's the look that I'm trying to go for.
The dainty jewelry look is catered to more of the smaller dudes, you know.
For sure.
You know, it's all good.
I remember when Ben Baller was even talking about Icy Fresh, his jewelry company, how much of a surge he got when he kind of just shifted the direction of how his pieces are made and who they're just catered to.
That's good.
He no longer was like trying to get the big, flashy pieces. It was more about the everyday, smaller pieces that people could rock every single day and still feel comfortable.
And affordable.
Yeah, affordable, more comfortable, less flashy. You don't feel like it's just a huge eyesore. But yeah, 2023, the dainty jewelry seems to be pretty big for guys right now. And yeah, I don't know.
I'm just, again, we started off with the baby chains, and I'm glad that we're kind of like gravitating towards other things like watches.
Yeah, stop calling baby chains. We're like dainty chains. Dainty chains. All right, so next up, we got boxy bombers.
Ooh.
Bomber jackets, silhouette is very important when it comes to these.
Can I just cut you off real quick?
Go ahead.
You said a key word. Boxy.
Boxy.
Okay, because I feel like bombers has been such an iconic piece of clothing in years. Like when it first came out, we didn't know what boxy was. It was just a bomber.
MA1 bomber. You know that
exactly.
They in the planes. Shooting
pilot,
people, you know
exactly.
Yeah, there is some history to these jackets.
Like, shout out to Alpha Industries. Y'all did y'all thing. Y'all try to bring it to the mainstream, into the fashion world. But I feel like other brands like Fear of God, Represent Co., you know, Rude, they've kind of taken it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, for sure.
With kind of mixing up the proportions of like the sleeves and the crop.
Proportions are very, very important because I don't want you guys to get confused. Go to Target and literally get that standard bomber jacket because they make very standard looking bomber jackets with like more tighter sleeves and
which are still in. Don't get me wrong. It's a classic look, but you don't want that route. You want the trendy, cool, you know, streetwear look, which is the boxy.
Yes, I'm excited to see. It's no longer about the brands anymore when it comes to the bomber jackets. I think we're going to see some really, really great low-key brands that are offering some great bomber jackets.
Oh, yeah.
You know, with that being said, I'll do some research myself for some more low-key bombers, and then I'll leave the links in the description box below for you guys that I do recommend because I'm trying to search for some myself.
For sure.
But yeah, I'm glad that this is definitely something that I'm excited about.
I've been waiting for it to come back.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie. So
kind of goes along with that whole 80s thing that we brought up earlier, just that bomber, and then you got the baggier pants and whatnot. And there you go, man. All right, so for the past couple years, obviously all the talk has literally been on hoodies. Like every damn brand out there has came out with their own
I blame
hoodie.
Essentials. I blame Essentials, man.
Literally every brand and every person has their go-to hoodies in their closet and rotation. Now people are just saying, man, let's switch it up a little bit. Crew necks, zip-up hoodies, the zip-ups. You know what? Like, you've been rocking the zip-ups heavy.
I feel like the zip-up hoodies for a long time have kind of been like poorly executed. You know, you kind of get like cheap fabrics on it. The zippers don't really slide nicely. Now we're going to see a lot of brands using more premium details when it comes to a zip-up hoodie.
Yeah, I definitely feel like the zip-up hoodie is going to be a nice little switch. Crew necks are really cool. You look a little just bit more put together rocking a crew neck.
I was gonna say the crew neck is almost like the perfect piece for any season because sometimes when you wear a hoodie, there people are gonna kind of wonder like why are you wearing a hoodie like in the summer or the spring, you know? And I feel like the crew neck kind of gives you a clean, formal, casual look.
For sure. I'm excited to see what kind of rollouts we get with these two silhouettes. Let's move on to the last one. All right, so last but not least, we got pleated on everything, like literally sweatpants, dress pants, even denim. Like pleated is just gonna be on every pants.
No, I agree. I mean, we even did it with our RLC sweatpants.
Yeah,
you know?
They were loving it.
Oh man, that's like one of the best sellers. In my opinion, the pleated dress pant, you almost need to make sure it just doesn't come off looking too much, like a formal pair of like dress pants, trousers. You don't want that look.
That's why lately on my pair of pants, I ended up just taking out the thread at the bottom of my dress
the
pants.
red ones.
The red ones.
Yeah.
And then it is completely frayed at the bottom, and that was just enough to give me that nice balance. You got the nice pleated detail that's very formal, then you got the frayed bottom, and then been probably one of my favorite pair of pants lately.
Because at the end of the day, the pleated look, that detail, that goes down in like, you know, years and centuries of just that formal, elegant look. And I love how they're kind of like putting new fabrics and testing out like different ways to kind of roll that out.
Yeah, it's just a small detail that you're going to start seeing on a lot of different bottoms moving forward for 2023.
Definitely gives it more of a premium look.
All right, so wrapping this one up, obviously we are sneaker guys. What do you see for like sneaker trends for 2023? Just one off your top of your head.
Maybe not a trend, but something that's going to be just the norm moving forward is that whole reimagined vintage look. I know it's been trending for like a year, but I almost think now it's gonna be normal.
Like, I know, like, owning the sneaker shop, we definitely have seen people come in and, like, even, like, parents, they don't understand it. They don't like it.
Even real sneakerheads don't understand or don't want it.
They don't want it.
And it almost feels like we have to accept it. This is something we got to get used to when it comes to just sneakers in general. So
more like
the
just
more distressed.
Pre-distressed
Look, what about you?
I'm going boots. I think boots are going to be huge, you know.
You talking about the same boots on the Regrets video?
No, not those, you know.
So you're
just
flip-flopping.
boots in general. Just in general, I feel like, you know, don't sleep on those. I put them back on when you came home because
it did look better when you had the
whole,
2 foot of the shoe covered.
Don't we just do the Johnny where he said, "Do you fold this over?"
Oh my God.
All right, guys, thank you for checking out that 2023 fashion trends. Let us know down in the comments below. What do you guys foresee? What do you plan on wearing? And until next time, we out.
Peace.